Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk about this system, which is really the room and the gear together, right? They're married together. What is a room? It's a container with an energy source, speakers, amplifier feeding power to the speakers, right? So there's our energy source. Amps, speakers, they're very high resolution. And we're taking that high resolution room or energy and putting it into a very low resolution room. Does that make sense? So the digital source, let's think of that as the very high resolution source. And we're dumping it into an analog room. Those of you that have been in this world for quite a long time know the difference in sound between the two. And one of the variables that's really important is distortion. Difference between, noise floors, dynamic range, all kinds of distortions are much greater in an analog domain than they are digital. Digital has made some great advances in the resolution department, way more than analog could ever do. Now, you prefer that or you don't. It's okay. You can have your cake and eat it too, so to speak, today. So we got, once a high resolution source, speakers release their energy. Of course, speakers are in the analog domain. They release their energy into the room, which is in the analog domain. The room owns it. The room is the new title holder to the sound. And what's it going to do? It's going to dump pressure and reflection all over your music. And that's distortion. And that's our goal, is to minimize, right? So we're going to hear too much or nothing at all, or just part of some things, and we might not even know what's missing. So you have to understand that there's a lot of things going on. Reflections, time smear our direct energy, right? Every time a reflection crosses that area between the speaker and the listening position, that's distortion. It's a form of phase. How many reflections cross the direct energy, the straight line energy from your speakers to your ears? Thousands. They're chipping away. It's death by 1,000 cuts, so to speak. Chipping away at it, and each one's taking a little piece of resolution with it, okay? So it's a big box full of phase. Now, what are you doing? Your room is really a speaker, right? You're sitting inside a speaker. Think about it. And then you're using a speaker as a source. And the manufacturer of that speaker had to deal with cabinet resonances and reflections, pressure and reflection, in order to get you the sound quality that comes out of that speaker, because it's made of three parts: the cabinet, the driver, and the electronics. So he had to work on the cabinet resonances to really get the sound that he wanted out of that speaker. So what is a room? A room is the same thing. It's a box full of pressure and reflections. And you're sitting in it, so you're basically sitting inside a speaker. It's not active, it's passive. So it's not powered. The room's not powered by anything, but speakers could be. So that's what you're doing here. And the impact of that process that we all have to do in most cases is unbelievably impactful on the sonic presentation value of your system. High resolution source, low resolution room. Just keep that in mind, because the two work together. You're considering buying a new system? Don't. And putting it in the same room? Don't. Spend the money on treatment and treat your existing room. You'll end up keeping your equipment, because all the reasons you bought that gear in the first place that you forgot about or grew used to or complacent about will come back to you. And we see it all the time. People that spend the money on the treatment, 80% of the time end up keeping the gear, and then the other 10 or 15% want a higher resolution source now that they have a higher resolution room. So room and gear as a system. Hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that, because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.